Welcome back, Truth Seeker. June 9th, 2019. In the headlines this evening, the Boston Bruins won Game 6 of the Stanley Cup 5-1, and David Ortiz, the Boston Red Sox ex-superstar, has been shot in the Dominican Republic, reportedly. Notice in the code of letters and numbers, the code that all news media is contrived by, that all sports are rigged by, Dominican Republic sums to 168, and Boston Bruins sums to 168. In the next game, the Boston Bruins can become 16-8 in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Tonight they won with their signature score, 5-1. Scan through the playoffs and the box scores and tell me how many times you've seen 5-1 come up. Boston Bruins with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology is 51, just like conspiracy. And if you're new here, the difference is Boston Bruins is 168 when you just use the alphabetic order. And it's 51 when you use the alphabetic order and rules of numerology. These are your two most basic ciphers, the two ciphers that I've taught about since 2013. Notice here, O's 6, O's the 15th letter. The numerology of 15 is 1 plus 5 is 6. So up here, O's 15, S is 19, T's 20. Down here, you're just taking the numerology of those numbers. 15 becomes 6, 19 becomes 1, 20 becomes 2, so on. Now, something else that we've been talking about is the year of Boston rig sports. You know, we called how the World Series would be synced up with the Super Bowl last July. How if the Red Sox made it, they'd win it in Game 5, 99 days from the Super Bowl to conclude the 99th NFL season, which we knew the Patriots were going to win without a shadow of a doubt, which they did. Both were Boston, LA championships, the World Series and the Super Bowl. Notice Boston Red Sox is 53, Patriots is 53, Los Angeles is 53, Stanley Cup's 53, Dominicans even 53, supposedly where the shooting happened. Don't forget 53 is the 16th prime number. In Super Bowl 53, there were just 16 points scored, shocking the world. Not by accident. It's because everything's rigged by the numbers. Now for another kicker, David Ortiz, his birthday is November 18th, and he's 43 years old. Now what's funny about November 18th is it's the 322nd day of the year. And if you can find a website that tracks how many playoff games the Boston Bruins have won, you might find that they're very close to 322 wins right now. And I'll let you do the homework on that. Tell me how many wins they'd be at if they won the next game. This is something we've been talking about since before the playoffs even began on Patreon, where we decode the world of rig sports every single day and make predictions for how things will end up. So notice again, he's 43 years old. He's born on the day leaving 43 days left in the year. Bruins 43. That's also the 322nd day of the year, an infamous number, and one the Bruins are real close to in all-time playoff wins. And from his birthday to this supposed shooting is 29 weeks. If you just use the alphabetic order and rules of numerology, Bruins is 29. If you use the reverse alphabetic order and rules of numerology, Bruins is 43. 43 is also the 14th prime number, and Blues equals 14, who they're facing. And did like the Rays to beat the Red Sox today. Notice the Red Sox went down 6-1. I doubt that's a coincidence either. These games are scripted to the point, because on the same day, David Ortiz gets shot, 61. And today also has 54-8 numerology, baseball 54. Baseball's 54 in 2 of the 4 base ciphers, 54 outs in a complete game. And, you know, I've already said this before, but I'll just say it one more time. From the World Series ending in Game 5, 4-1, with number 41 Chris Sale closing it out, which I predicted he would before the game was even played. The video's still up on my sports channel. Again, from that game to the Super Bowl was 99 days later. This last NFL season was the 99th NFL season. Super Bowl equals 41. Tom Brady was 41 years old. From the Super Bowl to the start of the Stanley Cup was 114 days. And don't forget, this whole thing began with the 114th World Series. And The Blues came into the Stanley Cup Finals 0-12 all time. At one point, they were down 1-2 in this series, meaning they were 1-14 all time in the Stanley Cup, like 114, like how this began with the 114th World Series. So it's not hard to see what's going on here. Here's ESPN right now. Here, let's just go there. Look at ESPN. ESPN's got the Bruins up here. It's funny that the picture they had up a second ago, they had number 74 on the screen, and now they have number 33 right here. If you follow my work, we're always talking about 74 and 33. But notice the top headline: Red Sox legend Ortiz shot in Dominican Republic. It's just in your face. Until next time.